If only transforming yourself in real life was this easy. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 best anime transformation sequences.
You are not the only one who carries a mighty weapon, vampire.
This list isn't about the overall look of the transformation, but rather its significance in the anime series or film, how unique it is compared to others, and the impact it has on the anime as a whole. We only looked at sequences you can see happening on screen, so anything hinted at or done behind closed doors is out.
Demon.
We're also gonna have to slap that spoiler alert on here because one of these transformations may be pretty heavy on the plot points. That being said, let's grab our magical lockets or dig deep into the depths of our souls to channel our hidden energy because we got a countdown to do. Number 10, Yusuke's Ancestral Demons, Yu Yu Hakusho.
But you were definitely dead, I swear it! Your heart stopped beating, I double-checked!
Most transformations are something that the character wants to happen, right? Well, in the midst of a seemingly unwinnable battle against former spirit detective Sensui, we find that Yusuke's ancestor is the Demon King Raiden.
What is that? You are the one, at last.
After being killed in battle, Yusuke's dead body is resurrected by his newly discovered demonic energy. Yusuke was fine with that, but then Raiden took it a bit too far by completely taking over his body, causing a powerful transformation that led to him killing Sensui. As Yusuke is forced to take the final shot, he snaps out of it and tries to fight back, but it's already too late.
Part of you that was ready to make the choice must have taken control. But it was definitely you, a demon you, who killed me.
Number 9, Priscilla's Awakening, Claymore.
We have never met, Teresa. I am Priscilla, and the organization has given me my emblem and raised me to the ranking of number 2.
Some characters have access to great power, but that doesn't mean they should tap into it.
Priscilla, I want you to focus all of your power into taking the life of that murderer. Now go.
Claymores are half human, half Yoma hybrid warriors who, despite having massive power within their Yoma side, shouldn't use it too much or else they'll completely lose themselves.
No warrior has ever possessed such incredible raw ability. There's no telling how powerful she could become.
Case in point, Priscilla. After a battle against the vastly more powerful Teresa, Priscilla is left in an unrecognizable state due to using 70% of her Yoki.
Her self-awareness is fading quickly.
She begs Teresa to finish her off, but it's debatable whether or not she meant it, since she immediately beheads Teresa when she gets the chance and completely gives in to her demonic power.
After all of that activity, I've worked up quite an appetite. Well then, shall we move on?
Number 8, one of God's monsters, Hellsing Ultimate.
Show me more, Alexander Anderson!
How far is too far when it comes to being a man of God? Well, vampire hunter Father Anderson shows us just how far is too far. Even with all his fanaticism and scripture quoting, rival Alucard still has a great respect for the man, until this moment.
Anderson! Stop it! Do you know what that thing will do to you? You'll become one of God's monsters. Maintain your humanity.
After stabbing himself with the nail of Helena, Anderson became something other than human.
It's thorns. All thorns. Anderson, what in God's name have you done to yourself?
Even if said transformation was in the name of the Lord, the creature formerly known as Anderson is terrifying, even to Alucard. After defeating him, Alucard actually mourned the death of his former enemy, because up until that point, Anderson had something that was forever out of the vampire's grasp: humanity.
I was just the same! Don't you understand? This is how I became what I am!
Number 7, Mitsuki asks for a miracle, Full Moon Wow Sagashite. It's no secret that magical girl transformations are a huge staple in anime, and we'll talk more about them later. But this particular one is absolutely heartbreaking. Mitsuki wishes to become a singer, but not only does she have a tumor in her throat, the two Shinigami she meets inform her that she only has 1 year left to live. Mitsuki doesn't transform into a magical girl in the conventional sense. There's no superpowered attacks, and no team of warrior women out to save the world. Instead, Mitsuki transforms into a healthy 16-year-old girl who sets out to fulfill her dreams before she dies. Number 6, Pokemon Evolutions. Pokemon. Evolution isn't just an important factor in Pokemon, it's key to any series that revolves around battling monsters. Evolution causes Pokemon to gain a power boost, or ego boost, and a new set of moves in one or several steps as they strive to become the very best like no one ever was.
Wow, it's a Thunderstone.
A Thunderstone?
Yes, you can use it to make Pikachu evolve into a Raichu.
Unlike the video games, the anime lets the Pokemon evolve during battle, and they can even choose to not evolve at all. Hence, Ash's Pikachu not taking the next step, and Team Rocket's Meowth just staying the way he is. It still really hasn't explained why Ash hasn't evolved past the age of 10, and he thinks he's gonna be the best. That's cute.
Congratulations, Charmander! I mean, Charmeleon! Hey, watch where you're breathing!
Number 5, Titan transformations. Attack on Titan. There's no one who hates Titans any more than Eren Yeager, so it's quite the disturbing dose of irony when he gets eaten by one early on in the series.
Eren! No!
But Eren proved us wrong when he channeled his anger from within, and we really mean from within. He's in the Titan's stomach when he transforms into the very thing he hates, and he lets his rage and fists do the talking. We still don't have all the answers, but what we do know is that Eren begins to learn how to use his newfound power, until that female Titan comes along, which leads to another crazy transformation. Hey, we warned you about spoilers.
Her name is Annie Leonhardt.
Number 4, Hollow on the Inside, Bleach.
Why am I here? Why have I come all this way? It's all for nothing if I don't win!
Admit it, you have a bit of an evil streak. Don't deny it, man, we read the comments. Everyone gets that little voice inside them that whispers something bad from time to time. Most of us know how to tune it out. But in Ichigo's case, his nefarious side is a bit more difficult to deal with.
That thing was on me?
Yes, it was. I was surprised to find you were still carrying this object around.
That's because it has a mind of its own, and it's tempting to give in when it always shows up when he needs it the most.
Ichigo, what a complete amateur you are! Couldn't you tell?
Even so, it's incredibly dangerous to rely on this part of him for tough battles, which makes sense since it is a bit, well, malicious doesn't quite cover it. That, and Ichigo doesn't want an unfair advantage.
Don't need you! Stop interfering!
You're the one who's interfering! Don't you get it? I was about to kill him!
Number 3, Tetsuo's Mutation, Akira.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
It's nothing!
This fetus baby transformation is damn near historical in the world of anime. As much as we might want his power of telepathy for ourselves, the side effects are a bit of a turnoff. There is a slow buildup of Tetsuo losing control of his abilities, but no one was prepared for how horrific the final transformation would be. He becomes a giant, grotesque mass of flesh and blood that engulfs everything it comes into contact with, including both his best friend and girlfriend.
My body's not doing what I tell it to! My power's acting on its own! Goaty! Ah!
It's not just the visuals, but the painful wails that make the entire transformation terrifyingly mesmerizing to watch. Number 2, Champion of Love and Justice, Sailor Moon.
Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight. When the sailors got to have a fight, she's the one named Sailor Moon.
We know the song, both English and Japanese, and just saying makeup makes a lot of fans want to strike a pose. It certainly isn't the first magical girl transformation, but it's definitely the series that popularized the genre all over the world.
What happened?
There's no denying the influence the Sailor Scouts have had. not just on fans, but for anime in general. We expect all magical girls and boys to have glamorous transformations, epic speeches, and kick-ass attacks thanks to the pretty sailor named Sailor Moon.
She is the one named Sailor Moon. She is the one, Sailor Moon.
Before we check out the final form on our list, let's watch the transformations of these honorable mentions. Number 1, Super Saiyan, Dragon Ball franchise. Much like Sailor Moon, this transformation inspired an entire generation of anime fans.
It's over 9,000! 9,000?! There's no way that can be right!
Sure, it doesn't have the magical pens or a timed sequence, but it looks cool with the green eyes and blonde hair, or black or red or blue. It's not just the impressive strength increase, but the fact that it requires Saiyans to harness the power within themselves to master it. From dealing with a great loss to pushing yourself to the limit to nonchalantly pulling it off, it's a power that every anime character strives to achieve, and one that continues to influence the genre. Do you agree with our list? Which transformation sequence is the most memorable to you? For more top 10s published every day, be sure to channel your energy and subscribe to WatchMojo.com.